Hey guys, Chris here. Um, what's going on, people? I couldn't really get any sleep, so I was like, you know what? Why not just go on YouTube and just look at tomorrow's slate? I mean, I might as well look at it. And then I figured I'd just show you guys what I kind of ran with today. Um, I ran Clayton Kershaw, and then I ran the St. Louis stack because they were pretty cheap, and they got Jared Weaver. I thought that was really, really easy to put together. Um, I kind of just put some pieces every now and then. Adam Jones, Manny Machado, Chris Young got a lefty. Dallas Keuchel's horrible on the road. Figure that worked out. Did not expect Matt Holliday to hit 2 homers, but every little bit helps. Had a really, really nice score. Fucking Kershaw dropped 52. Adam Wainwright was awful. Somehow got the win. He was awful, but whatever. He somehow got the win. Molina came through. Matt Adams came through. Kelly Johnson, whatever. He's a punt. He did his job. And then Carpenter hit a homer, and he was so due for a homer. And oh man, he hit the hell out of it. I saw that live. It was awesome. Um, yeah. So that was my lineup today. Did pretty well. Now I just gotta look at tomorrow. Just gotta give some quick thoughts. Nothing too much into detail. Just kind of what I think for tomorrow's slate. This is my pre-lock line, which I really already like. You see, I got Finnegan, I got Volquez so far, and then I got the New York Mets bats. But I'll just kind of just go through what I kind of like. I think Chris Sale against the Yankees is really, really good play. All of the good Yankee bats are all left-handed, and they haven't fared that well against lefties this year. So I can't imagine this. I can imagine this going much better, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm loving Chris Sale. He's number one, obviously, and then for cheaper options, you got Stephen Wright against Houston. Should get rack up a lot of Ks. Rich Hill is very expensive, and going against Tampa Bay was one of the best left-handed hitting teams, so I will not be messing with that. I do like Volquez a lot because he gets Atlanta, and Atlanta's pretty garbage. They're pretty bad. And Volquez has been pretty solid at home. If you look at all his home starts, 24, 24, 26, 22, and he gets one of the worst teams in the league right now. And they've started to go more left-handed heavy when they play right-handed pitchers. But I mean, those left-handed bats are so garbage. You got Kelly Johnson, you got AJ Pierzynski. Like, those are just garbage bats. Only ones you got to really worry about is Freddie Freeman. But I mean, Volquez has played way tougher matchups, and this just I think it makes too much sense. So I love him tomorrow. He's so cheap. 8K against Atlanta at home. He kills it at home. Atlanta's garbage. So it just makes too much sense for me. I like him a lot. And another really cheap pitcher I like is Brandon Finnegan, who's already cooked Philly. Um, he cooked them up pretty well. 25. He had 9 Ks. He went 6 innings. He has a decent K rate. So I mean, I'm kind of with it. I like this matchup for him. I mean, Philly's one of the worst teams against left-handed pitching. He's 6K. He's cheap as hell. So I like him a lot. I like pairing him with Volquez. And then another really, really cheap option I like is Junior Guerra. Only because he's 4.7K. So, I mean, he plays one of the worst teams against right-handed pitching in the Padres. The Padres, I mean, they rarely ever go off. I think Guerra can get a couple Ks, maybe 4 Ks. It looks like he's going to get you at least 6 innings, and 6 innings is 12 points at the very least. And then subtract all the hits and the ERs and add a couple Ks. Get you around 10 to 13 points. He's cheap as hell, so I'm not even against it. I like pairing him up with Sale to get really nice upside with Sale, and then just getting a little bum down here. But I'm not against it. I mean, the Padres are garbage, so I'm not against it at all. And then I'll just kind of go through what I like here. First base, I love David Ortiz. He gets Lance McCullers tomorrow. He's coming off a fucking rehab assignment. And oh Lord, it looks like there was some rain issues, I guess. But if there's nothing, it's all clear to go. Oh my God, David Ortiz is locked in my lineup. The Red Sox are unstoppable right now, and if they're gonna keep putting up 10 runs every day, you know for a fact David Ortiz is gonna factor into that. So I love David Ortiz. I love him so much. I like all the Red Sox. I love Xander. I like Shaw. I love Pedroia. I even love Vasquez if you want to throw a cheap catcher in there. Mookie Betts. Jackie Bradley Jr. keeps getting it done. So I like all of their bets. And then Lucas Duda and Coors. I think for me it's gonna be between Duda and Ortiz, maybe Encarnacion. Abreu gets Severino. I like that. Votto against Hellickson. I also like that. Cabrera versus Tillman, not bad. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff to pick on, Hosmer versus Teheran. Teheran gets wrecked on the road versus lefties, so I like that. Mitch Moreland against Dickey. I believe I played Moreland against Dickey, and he got me a homer, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of options at first base, but what comes out to me is David Ortiz. I love him tomorrow, or today actually, because it is 2:16 a.m. And I like him a lot. On second base, I love Kipnis. Kipnis is my number one option on the board. Just absolutely murdering it right now. 13, 17, and then he has such at home against righties. He got like the best stats ever last year. He was killing it. And he gets Nolasco, who was a bum, as I like to refer to him. And I think Jason Kipnis does some work tomorrow. I like him a lot, so I'm already locked him in. Like Neil Walker too. If you want more Coors upside, I love Pedroia. Pedroia's down here. I think, and Pedroia's a monster. He's gonna keep giving you really solid production. 16, 7, 11, 20. So he's gonna keep giving you solid production. He's just a beast. But it comes down to Kipnis, Walker, and Pedroia, and I think I like Kipnis the most. I think he gives me a very safe floor, and I just like playing him. He's such a good player. And then second base, you kind of flip around things. Yeah, Brandon Phillips could hit fake homers. You can go that. I'd say Forsythe against a lefty, but it looks like Forsythe won't play. Yeah, that's about it. Second base, I'm on Ortiz, Kipnis. Third base, Donaldson against a lefty is probably going to be the most highly owned. David Wright in Coors, always like anybody in Coors. Longoria versus a lefty, I like that. Matt Carpenter, always like to play Marp. But third base, I think I'm leaning more towards Travis Shaw. Gives me another lefty bat who bats in the sixth hole. And good, man, he is on fire right now. I love Travis Shaw tomorrow. I'm just locking Shaw in all my lineups. Get 2 Boston bats. So I love Shaw. And then Brett Wallace wouldn't be that bad either. He should bat somewhere in the order tomorrow, maybe 4 or 5. And Junior Guerra, I know I just said I'd probably play him, but he's also really, really bad. I just, the Padres are all bad as a whole, but I think like Wallace wouldn't be that bad either. And Martin Prado gets Gio Gonzalez, who's a lefty, and Prado likes to hit lefties very well. That's about it there. I love Ortiz, I love Kipnis, I love Shaw. I want to play all these. These are my locks so far. I have them locked in. Shortstop, I got to keep playing Xander Bogaerts, another Boston bat, and look at the consistency in the game log. I love to see that, and he hit a homer today. So you get your little mini Boston stack going with them. They're all good. I love playing them. And after that, not really anybody that really sticks out to me. Machado at home is always beastly. Lindor, I don't mind, but he's better against the lefties. Ketel Marte, how's he been? I haven't really checked him out. I remember this game. He helped me get that Felix win that game. For the most part, shortstop, I'm whatever about. Escobar? Escobar looks like he's getting you a solid 5 every game, so why not him? But shortstop's whatever. I'm just I love Bogaerts. That's about it. Tulowitzki gets a lefty. I guess I'm not against that, but Tulowitzki's been so bad this year. I'm still with Cabrera. I guess if they somehow move him into the higher part of the lineup, I'd have to consider him. But for the most part, I think he bats seventh. And the rest of the lineup is just whatever to me. Don't really care about it. So Bogart, Shaw, and Ortiz, my favorite play. These are my favorite plays so far at each position. And then outfield, I'm just gonna keep it plain and simple. I'm just gonna play all the New York Mets. Just give me Cespedes, Granderson, and Conforto. I'm just gonna play all three of them, and because I know they're all gonna go off, so I'm not even gonna be cute or try to mess with them. I'm just gonna play them and move on. But there's so much to like tomorrow. It's such a huge slate. Batista, you can play Toronto dudes. Brandon Geyer and Steve Pearce against a lefty. I like that. I love all the White Sox. I love Garcia, Eaton, Cabrera. I think Garcia's like going off every single game. Oh, he finally had a bad game, but he was going off like every single game. Adam Eaton, always love to play him. He's so consistent. There's there's a lot of play. Mookie Betts, I love playing Mookie Betts. Jackie Bradley Jr. Michael Brantley is injured. Michael Brantley is good to go. He's also in the conversation to be in my lineup. But for the most part, yo, I'm just gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna play all Mets in the outfield and not even mess with it. So, not even gonna mess with it. Yeah, all Mets in the outfield. Not even gonna mess with it. And then yeah, it's a pretty huge slate. Don't really have much else to say, y'all. I know I don't go into detail with all the fan graphs and shit, but I'm just kind of giving you my thoughts for this slate while I'm constructing my lineup. Catcher, I'm having a lot of trouble on who to play, but for the most part, I mean, I think they might move up Real Muto, and I know he hits lefties very well, so maybe they move him up in the higher top of the order. I know he was leading off at one point, so if he leads off tomorrow, I wouldn't mind playing him and then just rolling my boy Finnegan at pitcher. And they just run him that, because why not? I actually don't mind that. So something along these lines is probably what I'm going to roll. I'm going to have some combination of Volquez, Finnegan, Sale, and Guerra, just because I just like all that combination. Shelby Miller's on the mound. I didn't even think about that. He's on the mound, so that instantly means like Posey, and just a weak catcher position. So Posey's perfect right here. Miller's been so bad this year. I think all the Giants are in play. Actually, let me look at all the bum pitchers he was in play. All right, Dickie. So Texas and Toronto should be a shootout. All Texas bats are in play. Texas lefties especially. Ross Stripling has been a bum ever since having against Toronto he went off. That doesn't make any sense. How do you get killed by San Diego and then go off against Toronto? That's so weird. I don't know. I guess I wouldn't mess with him. Nolasco, I don't mind messing with. He's kind of garbage, and it's kind of showing. So I don't mind messing with him. He's been giving up a lot of runs. So yeah, don't mind messing with him. That's why I have Kipnis in my lineup. Shelby Miller, mess with him. But Severino, you can definitely throw some White Sox in your lineup. Hellickson, Votto, Bruce. You can definitely get some of that in there. Martin Perez is a lefty against Toronto, which is never good. Lance McCullers is a trash can. I think he's getting killed. I think he's dying tomorrow on the mound. Verlander, whatever. I don't really pick on him. Josh Tomlin, I don't know much about him to really pick on him either. So I think Kohler's pitching tomorrow. I know Bryce Harper kills him. And Papa Trop. I had a really good game against Tampa. Struck out 10. So, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't really got much else to say. This is my lineup right now. I'll see what I end up rolling, but this is my lineup for today, guys. And for tomorrow, this is my pre-lock lineup. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. Follow me on Twitter at cgonzales_16. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching the video. And bye-bye.